Hello, I'm Alex Hare, and I welcome you to Australian Archives, a program of musical items featuring Australian artists of note and taken from the archives. And leading off this edition of our program, Les Walsh and his orchestra from Sydney, and it's the old one, Mule Train.
Mule train, hi, hi. Mule train, clippity-clopping over hills and plains. Seems as though they never stop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's a plug of tobacco for a rancher in Corona, a guitar for a cowboy way out in Arizona, a dress of calico for a pretty Navajo. Get along, mule, get along. Mule train, hi, hi. Mule train, clippity-clopping along the mountain chain. Soon they're gonna reach the top. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's some cotton thread and needle for the folks away out yonder, a shovel for a miner who left his home to wander, some rheumatism pills for the settlers in the hills. Get along, mule, get along. Mule train, hi, hi. Mule train, clippity-clopping through the wind and rain. They'll keep going till they drop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's a letter full of sadness and it's black around the border, a pair of boots for someone who hadn't made order, a Bible in the pack for the Reverend Mr. Black. Get along, mule, get along. Get along, mule, get along. Hi, hi. Get along, get along. Get along, get along, get along.
They would climb the highest mountain, where the mountain goats would play. She forgot her hidey when he'd yodel O-D-A. His voice had such divine notes, but he'd sing those way up high notes, and as almost hit the sky notes, stole a little heart away. Now she lives on cheese and pretzels, in a little Swiss chalet, 'cause she changed her hidey for his yodel O-D-A.
Jim Davidson's Palais Royal Orchestra there from the 2nd of May 1934. The vocalist, the Rhythm Boys, and she changed her Heidi-Hi for his Yodel-O-Da, little bit of hillbilly. And prior to that, our program commenced with Mule Train. Les Welsh, Les singing there, recording for the Pacific 78 label in Sydney, February of 1950. Now here's Lucky Star and the Heparays and the oldie Way Down Yonder in New Orleans.
Way down yonder in New Orleans, in the land of dreamy scenes, there's a Garden of Eden, that's what I mean. Turn out Creole babies with flashing eyes, softly whisper with tender sighs. Stop, but won't you give your lady fair a little smile? Why don't you stop? You bet your life you'll linger there a little while. There's a heaven right here with a beautiful scene, way down yonder in New Orleans. Yeah. Stop, won't you give your lady fair a little smile? Why don't you stop? You bet your life you'll linger there a little while. There's a heaven right here on earth with a beautiful scene, way down yonder in New Orleans. And I Creole babies with flashing eyes, softly whisper with tender sighs. Stop, but won't you give your lady fair a little smile? Why don't you stop? You bet your life you'll linger there a little while. There's a heaven right here on earth with a beautiful scene, way down yonder in New Orleans.
You don't know who you're looking at, now have a look at me. I'm a bit of a knob, I am, belong to royalty. I'll tell you how it came about. I married with a birch, and I was king of England when I toddled out of church. Outside the people started shouting it for right. Said I get down upon your knees, it's coronation day. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am, Henry the Eighth, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She'd been married 7 times before. Everyone was a Henry. She wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. I'm a eighth old man named Henry. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. That's how the eighth. Now at the Waxwork exhibition not so long ago, I was sitting among the kings, I made a lovely show. The good old Queen Elizabeth, I shouted, "What's your Liz?" While people poked me ribs and said, "I wonder who this is." One said it's Charlie Beeson, then I got the spike. I shouted, "Show your ignorance as waxy as you like." I'm Henry the Eighth, I am, Henry the Eighth, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She'd been married 7 times before. Everyone was a Henry. She wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. I'm a eighth old man named Henry. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Good old Henry. The undertaker called her to the wife, I heard him say, "Have you got any orders, mum? We're overslack today." I packed up all your upper 7 for the Golden Gate. Let's have a pound upon the count for Henry the Eighth. But when he measured me with half a yard of string, I dropped upon me marrow bones and sang "God Save the King." I'm Henry the Eighth, I am, Henry the Eighth, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She'd been married 7 times before. Everyone was a Henry. She wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. I'm a eighth old man named Henry. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. I tiddly, I tie, give a dog a bone.
Dan Agar. Dan Agar, famous for his role as Mrs. Obbs in the long-running radio serial, recording there in 1945. I'm Henry the Eighth. I am. And we had before that Lucky Star and the Heparays, a little bit of early rock and roll from Sydney town, way down yonder in New Orleans.
Crazy about her certain little lad. Although he's very, very bad, he can be so good when wanted to. Bad or good, he understood about love and other things. And every girl in town followed him around just to hold his hand and sing. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, Johnny, how you can love. Oh, Johnny, heaven above, you make my heart jump with joy. And when you're near, I just can't sit still a minute. I'm so Johnny, tell me, dear, what makes love you so. You're not handsome, it's true, but when I look at you, I'm so Johnny, Now Johnny tried his best to hide from every girl he knew, but even this he couldn't do, for they would follow him most everywhere. Then his friends got him to spend a week or two at home. It's worse now than before, 'cause the girl next door hollered through my telephone. Oh, 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 Johnny, how you can love. Oh, Johnny, heaven above, you make my sad heart jump with joy. And when you're near, I just can't sit still and move. Oh, Johnny, please tell me, dear, what makes me love you so? When he kisses me twice, I forget my advice. He's so Johnny, how you can love. Oh, Johnny, heaven above, you make my sad heart jump with joy. And when you're near, I just can't sit still a minute. I'm so Johnny, please tell me, dear, what makes me love you so? Though I've got her secret, still you don't mean a thing.
Well, hello, little girl. And where might you come from?
Well, I might come from Africa. I might come from China. But if I don't, I'm an Aussie.
You're a what?
I'm an Aussie. Don't you know what that is?
No, I don't. What is it?
Well, it's me. I'm one.
Oh, you are. How very, very quaint. So, you're an Australian?
Oh, yes. I'm very, very Australian. 'Cause me forebears were British, you know. Great-granny was sent out for stealing some flour. What great-granny reaped, I must sow. Great-grandpa was on the Endeavour, along with our dear Captain Cook. And of course, although he denied it and tried hard to hide it, he was commonly known as a crook. I'm very, very Australian. I was reared in the country, of course. Oh, yes, I know every inch of the dear old land, from Paddington up to the Cross. I know all the very best people. I'm really considered quite nice. Of course, I've never been presented at court, but the old man's been sent up once or twice. Because we fair dinkum really Australians. We take things as a matter of course. We don't take no notice. We don't think it's strange if a man puts his shirt on a horse. Because we don't ride the hounds as they do over there, in habit and bowler. Nay, nay. We nick out to the dogs on a Saturday night and we bung on a dinner each way. But I like living down here in Aussie, under the old Southern Cross. We're proud of our harbour, our sunshine and surf, and our national game, pitch and toss. And gee, are we proud of our diggers, our boys in their khaki and blue. They won't make a fuss, but they'll look after us, and they'll make a good job of it too. 'Cause if there's trouble and things get a bit uphill, Australia will be there, my boys, to bloom and right she will.
B.B. Scott it was, with Murray Ormiston at the piano, recording in April 1942. B.B. was rather diminutive, and she was the half-sister of the legendary George Wallace. Anyone who remembers the ABC wartime variety series Out of the Bag would remember her as the troublesome child. B.B. Scott, I'm very, very Australian. And before that, the great Jenny Howard, recorded in the 1940s, Oh Johnny, oh Johnny, oh. Well, another great Australian singer from Sydney, Barbara James, now with Jim Davidson's new Palais Royal Orchestra, and a lovely one from June of 1933. Let me give my happiness to you.
The breeze and I are saying with a sigh that you no longer care. The breeze and I are whispering goodbye to dreams we used to share. seemed constant as the moon, ending in a strange mournful cry. And all about me they know you have departed without me, and we wonder why the breeze and I. Ours was a love song that seemed constant as the moon, ending in a strange mournful cry. And all about me they know you have departed without me, and we wonder why the breeze and I.
Laquana's The Breeze and I, Rochelle Turner there with Bruce Clark's band recording in 1956. And before that, Barbara James from Sydney with the Jimmy Davidson New Palais Royal Orchestra, 28th of June, I should say, of 1933. Let me give my happiness to you. Let's round out this edition of Australian Archives with Freddie Thomas and his band, and this glass acetate from his personal collection, cut in 1942, and it's George Gershwin's I Got Rhythm. At that time we heard from Freddie Thomas and his band, a recording back in 1942, and of course Thomas later became very much involved with the Channel 9 band. There he was with I Got Rhythm, bringing to a close this edition of Australian Archives. Australian Archives was conceived, prepared and produced by Alex Hare for Golden Days Radio. Thanks for listening and bye for now.